Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Pardon the late hour that I'm making this. It's about 3:50 in the morning. Yeah, just wanted to talk with y'all, man. It's early, but look at that moon. Look at that moon there. Look at that moon. And it's real early, walking. My car conked out on me about a week and a half ago. Transmission gave out again. It's in the shop. It's another $1,200, man. Y'all know they've been following me. It went out about 9 months ago. And it's been, it's rough, man. It's rough on the pockets because, like I say, I ain't working, and doing the job I want to do. I'm employed and I'm grateful for that. I got a place to lay my head that I can call my own, and I'm excessively grateful for that. But I talked to the guy like, man, why he thought y'all said that the transmission, the refurbished one was 90,000 miles, and my car took me to 160 miles. How can the refurbished 90 and not go another 40 or 50? I ain't get it, but what can I do, And I don't have money to go on a car lot, and pay a note, because when you look at it, you got insurance. That'll likely be $2. The note will likely be $2. That's just, and then you got to go there, with a certain amount of money to get that thing off the lot. So I ain't built like that, so, it's a work in progress, but forgive me for venting, man. I'm just talking this morning because my uncle passed a week ago, favorite uncle, and not a favorite in that, I don't love my other uncle. I got a couple uncles, but favorite in that he was the one that was primarily in my life, even during my time. He was always there. So, he was always, there. When I was a kid, he was the one that took us Halloween trick-or-treating. We walking around this neighborhood in Southeast called Parkland and Shipley Terrace, and everybody kind of knew him as Shorty West, and he telling the hustlers, don't give him no candy, all money, and that's what they gave us, money. And we got home and he peeled off we had about $500, man, kids, we had $500, and he took all the big money. He gave us all ones, but we little, and 35 ones, 40 ones was a lot to me, my brother, and one of my little cousins. So it meant a lot, man. But he was always there. Wasn't no perfect man by a long shot. He got addicted to drugs, crack. He sold plenty of drugs. He was a fighter, everybody in the area, in them streets knew him. He had a name, but like I say, a couple of my cousins needed him. He was the one that went and picked him up. When my Aunt Terry, was going through a lot, he was the one that was present and accountable as best he could be. And like I say, wasn't perfect by a long shot, man, but he was a family man, when he got himself together enough to become second in charge of the job that he had before he passed, which was office furniture installation. He had his son employed. He had me employed. He had one of my brothers employed. Well, two of my brothers at different times. He had another cousin employed, and his brother, my other uncle, Junior. So, it's like, again, he wasn't perfect, man, but he was my Uncle Wayne, man, so it's kind of painful, and I'm trying to hold the tears because it's still raw. They get together, repass and all that is Saturday. I've been trying to get a hold of my big brother. He's homeless. He's in the shelter in the Alexandria area, and he's not in the best state of mind. I called. Of course, they can't give you information on people, so I caught myself trying not to spaz on like, come on, man, that's my brother. I need to know. Can y'all get word to him, or can y'all let me know if he's there? And they was like, sir, with all due respect, we can't tell you if he's here or not, So I understood it, and I called again, and they relayed it, and he literally just called me 2 a.m. this morning. So he was fighting. He was actually outside walking. Like I said, he's in the shelter, so sadly he does panhandle. So he was out there, I guess, trying to collect a coin or two. And to mind you, this is my big brother, so that's a weight. That's a hell of a weight on my mind. That my brother's out 2 in the morning walking, trying to, ask for coins. And, I had to tell him about our uncle, because I couldn't get out there like I wanted to because, like I say, my car conked out. So I had to get word to him because of the get-together Saturday. So, like I say, I'm telling you all this because, one, so many of you all are walking with me and y'all staying in tune with what's going on in my life. Many of you all care enough to inquire whether y'all see a video or not. Y'all care enough to inquire and to check on me from time to time. So I try to share as much of my life as I can, respectfully. And so, yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks, man, and it's a lot more going on. Family woes, man. And like I said, I remember my old roommate, guy named Casey. Like I told y'all before, people would think he was a little cold. But when you brought to him any problems in life, about life or whatever, he would always say, it's life. And he wouldn't brush you off or dismiss you. That was his way of just saying, hey, we all going through it. It's life. You know what I'm saying? So, I understand I'm walking out here with a lot on my chest because of my past and my uncle. And, the state of my family. Some, not all. It just feels real lonely, man, to be honest with you. It feels real lonely, man. Family just ain't what it used to be, man. Family could talk way back when, but it's like now we done got to a point as a family and as a people, as a people, man. And I can only speak on behalf of black people. It's like we done got to a point where we don't even talk. Like we can't sit at a table like adults and convey what's on our mind. What we do, we tell everybody else what's on our mind. And then we turn around and weeks later, months later, sweep it under the rug until it come back up in the heat of fire, and I've done it. But I try to reflect on something Minister Farrakhan said in this study packet he had called Settling Your Differences. He said, when you got issues, man, say to the person, can I speak to you? I got some stuff I want to share with you, and if it's okay, I'd like to share it with you. Problem is, you can pull up on somebody like that today. We just as defensive as we want to be. Again, myself included, man. Got a lot of growing to do, man. That's the one thing people won't do. Won't look in that mirror. That mirror's an ugly place for a lot of us, man. Look at the news. Everybody, all these gossip shows. Wendy Williams and TMZ and all these shows, man, just all about gossip, talking about everybody, dragging everybody, talking about knocking everybody. But, then you find out later that these people have vices too. Wendy Williams, I respect the sister, love the sister, man, because I know sister, that she come up in that world where that's where she get her coin, talking about, what others going through, TMZ, all these shows, man. But then we find out that these people are going through their own woes, their own tragedies, issues, man. So it's like, you get tired of that being the norm, gossip. That's the norm. And it's not like we're talking to vent. It's not like we're talking to share or talking to gain a greater understanding. We talk just to hear ourselves talk, man. And we ain't getting nowhere, man. Look at these mass shootings going on. Racially motivated shootings, and young rap artists out here killing each other. It's just a lot, man. I ponder a lot. I ain't get no sleep this night. Like real talk, I laid down at probably about 11. It was hot. I'm tossing and turning. Got back up at 12:30. Laid back down, got back up at 1:40. And that's when, like I said, I see my phone, ringing at my brother calling me, man, and I talked to him for half an hour, and I could hear him struggling. You know, he crying, he yelling, he growling, and I know he's fighting it because he got mental issues too, you know, and he's fighting it. And he was like, bro, I'm gonna go in here and lay down, man. He said, I'm gonna try to scrape up some money and come out tomorrow, cross the bridge into DC to see the fam, you know. So I gave him 2 of our cousins' addresses. So much, man, so much on everybody's plate, you know. I'll say this, and this is a lesson I try to remember. This is the truth. Like I said, for those who know me, you already know. I did a lot of time. I try never to be a burden to nobody, man. I swear to God. And that's the truth. You know, I don't like to ask for money. You know what I'm saying? And you have people that offer it. Even during my time, I can count on both my hands. Honestly, 25 years. How many times I've asked for money, and at least 5 of those were for somebody else, not for me. Now, that's not to say people didn't send money. You know, some people were generous, man. Some people looked out for me a lot. Some people came out of nowhere, just sent me money. So I'm grateful for that. But me asking for money, nah. 25 years, I am not exaggerating when I say I can't think of asking for money more than 10 times. With that said, I don't like to be a burden to nobody, man. And that's this world. It's like people like to impose on each other, man. You know, and I don't like to impose on nobody, you know. If I can help it. Problem is, we should be able to lean on one another's shoulders, but we can't. You know, or it's hard to. Why? Because everybody going through something. Everybody going through something. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I don't like to lean on people when they going through it because, hell, they on a crutch themselves trying to hold themselves up. You feel me? So it's a rough one, man. But I say this, man, with strength in my lungs. Yeah, with God in my heart. You know what I mean? Those things that didn't break me, they forged me, man. You know, those things that don't break you, they forge you if you let them forge you. You know what I'm saying? Think about that, man. 25 years in prison. I didn't buckle. You know, I came out straight. I came out head up, working. 4th day out, working. Construction. Next job, office furniture installation. You know what I'm saying? To this current job, I'm working. I'm walking. 4 o'clock in the morning to the subway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working. Car ain't working, so what? I got Metro. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'm a grind, man. I ain't got people taking care of me. I ain't got nobody buying me no car. You know what I mean? And many have had those blessings, and I ain't mad at them. You know, but I got to earn mine. Tooth and claw. You know, so, you know, I'm saying for those who are watching this, who struggle every day, man, dig deep. Shoot. Hell, man. Real talk. Dig deep, man. Our people, man, were on plantations, man, for hundreds. You know what I mean? Not a day. Not 25 years, you know, in prison where you did have a bed, a warm meal, warm shower, you know. Nah. Our people were on plantations this time of morning, you know, getting up to go on a field of acres of fruits, vegetables, cotton, and pick them involuntarily for somebody else for hundreds of years. Lashes on their backs, watching their children being snatched and beat, watching their wives being snatched and raped, watching their husbands being snatched and beat. You see what I'm saying? Struggles. And not just our people. You know what I'm saying? Not just our people. The Native American disappeared. Where they at, man? You know, their land was taken from them, man. They were slaughtered to the point where it's only a handful of, if there is a pure blooded Native American anywhere, slaughtered, man. The Jewish people, man, slaughtered. You know, and yet the core of the human is mighty because the one that created the galaxies, the universe, forged us, man. So when it's hard, dig deep. When you don't think you can dig deep, man, dig deeper. You know, find the strength, man. Find the strength. You know, so I'm on this trail about to get a little dark. So I don't want, you know, y'all not to be able to see me. I've been going in and out just because of the lighting. Like I say, ain't too many. Y'all know how it is in these inner cities. Some streets ain't got near bit of light, you know what I mean? So, you know, you got to be vigilant too, because where they say the freaks come out at night. But them boys like to jump out of cars and rob you, take your money, pat your pockets down. So gotta stay vigilant too. But I appreciate y'all walking with me, man. Listening to me, because no matter where you are, if you're struggling, you ain't alone in your struggle, and though your struggle is isolated to you, your pain is your pain, right? You're not alone in your pain. Yeah, others are suffering, and some are going through some mighty pains, man. Some mighty pains. You got kids starving across this planet, starving to death. Stomachs are swollen with air. They're dying painful death. You got older people dying lonely in homes. People going to sleep, not waking up. And I don't mean this to be gloomy. I say this for perspective's sake. When I'm going through it, I force myself to reflect on people's pain, because I have to calm myself and say, you know what? You're going through it, but you went through worse, and you got it in you to go through whatever, So like I say, man, thank y'all. Real talk. I appreciate y'all. I say to everybody watching, whether you locked up, whether you free, dig deep. And if you good, check on those who might not be good. It's all right. Don't take nothing off you. Don't take nothing off you to listen to somebody. It don't take no sweat off your shoulder, off your forehead. We got to stop being selfish as a human society, collectively, not individually. So thank y'all, man. Stay strong, stay up, stay at it, stay peaceful, right? Stay busy. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all soon.